Doesn't being forced to file taxes to the IRS discriminate those living in poverty, including housewives and children who are not on a payroll? Because technically, filing taxes is something that is for people who are working and have a real job. So people who are living on welfare and in poverty, impoverished, and a lot of people have been talking about this. Inflation is actually making it worse, much worse. So doesn't it discriminate in that sense related to the IRS in and of itself is discriminating the American public? However, the problem with that is Wall Street has got its big nose in there. So Wall Street is who takes advantage of the loopholes through the IRS in saying that they don't have to file taxes because they've created that means of the Roth IRA and sheltering money in other places. So that's what you got to look at in the IRS is the tax havens in the loopholes, and separate people living in poverty from the corporations. Because if you can't look at things as in separating the corporations from people living in poverty, then we have a big problem. They've been talking about that. Didn't Warren Buffett testify that he actually gets more tax breaks than his secretary does, that she paid a higher rate of taxes than his secretary? And so because the government lumps it all in there together. Well, corporations are not people. Warren Buffett is just like Donald Trump when it comes to, having their corporation and, they're using their real name. And then they have a separate company using their real name as well. And so, but however, Warren Buffett might not have taken the route that Donald Trump did related to scamming people. Because people who are scamming others with their business then end up losing their business. That's what I'm seeing. So when you create all these fraudulent scams, to stealing taxpayers' money and causing inflation, you end up losing your own business. Now, there is a lot of that in the medical, but I want to get back to the taxes. So a lot of people, they don't have any money. That's what everyone's hollering about, is you're making it unbearable for the majority of the American public to be able to survive with inflation, which inflation in and of itself is stealing money. But then you're requiring people who lack money to be able to afford to file their taxes. That includes military active duty right now, too.